Okay, I'm gonna try the fin drive. Making sure I got the one in the low position. Can't put it in until I get out there in some water. Let's see what we got. I'm feeling a little bit more confidence now that I haven't tipped it over yet. But the day's young. I'm just glad the wind isn't blowing. Alright. Come on, off the shore. Off the shore. So there's probably an easier way to do this, and I'll figure it out. So now, I want to see how this thing works. Still not deep enough. Oh, I guess I'll leave it there until I get deep enough. And I do have this tethered. Be bold, Ruth, be bold. This is where this thing comes in handy. Thank you, Real Grandpa. Oh, my rudder. Can't forget the rudder. Lowering the rudder. You see it? Okay, rudder's in place. That's pretty easy to raise the rudder and raise the fin to bring it to shore. Bringing it to shore. I love it. Now I'm going to turn the camera off and go out and have some fun. Remember my little trick. Oh, get closer. Hands. I like that it's not all that tippy. I thought it was going to be a lot tippier, but it's not. It really isn't. I absolutely love this kayak. Best fishing thing, I guess, I've bought in a long time. Absolutely love it. All right, so there she is on the water. Man, this is fun. Make sure she doesn't float away while I'm playing around up here. This is a lot of fun. Pretty easy to navigate. It's not as tippy as I was worried that it would be. Actually, I wasn't really worried it would be tippy because that's why I got the 10 foot, which is actually only 9'9". So I don't need to get the certificate to have it on the water. But anyway, everything I was concerned about has not happened, so pretty excited about it. Guess I better dig up my sponge up my little mess. All right, let's go have some fun. I found a good purpose for that paddle hole, for the fin hole. I'm just using look at how well that works to push you off the shore. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna try to do this without losing my phone. Okay, so now that I'm away from shore, I'm gonna drop my fins back in. And like so. Make sure the numbers are facing you. Okay. And I'm gonna lock them in. Lock them in. Try to scooch up to do it. There's that one. And there's that one. Alright, it's locked in. I'm gonna get in here and get my little towel. I have the sponge in there, but I don't really think I need it. Okay. Drop the rudder. There's the little rudder ball. Easier said than done. All right, there, that's easy. All right, just drop it. All right, rudder's down. All right, let's see what this baby can do out in the open. And is really easy to get to. And there's people here, but it's not crowded. So for my first time out, sure there's a couple gawkers, but there's not crowds of people laughing at me. Okay, this is pretty fun. This is seriously so cool. It's easy to paddle. I guess I keep saying paddle, but what I mean is pedal. I'm pedaling it back and forth. And the rudder system is working great. I can turn any direction I want to go in. Turns pretty sharp. Turn towards the shore. It turns. My concern was how far of a reach would it be from my seat to get to things I need. So I don't have my fishing pole, I don't have my tackle box, I don't have all that stuff out here on the boat with me right now because I'm just trying to get a feel for navigating and not tipping over. So far it feels like I've got that down. So, and now I know I can go. I'm gonna get a little closer to shore and then I'm gonna see, what else can I do? What else can I do? Can I stand up out here? Do I wanna try it? I have this that I hacked off of Real Grandpa's site that helps me stand up, so I'm gonna try it. I got my life jacket on. Man, I'm playing with fire. All right, I'm standing up. Here I am, standing up. Haven't tipped over yet. See if I can get back down. Man, that is such a great idea. Supposedly it helps you get back in if you tip the boat over, but you have to, I don't have a lanyard down there. I just have it looped in a knot. But I have the rest of the rope down there. And I figure if I flip it, I can just pull that out, tie it onto the handle, flip it back over. Hopefully I never flip, but you know. You gotta be prepared for the inevitable. I'm not far from shore. And if I had my fishing pole with me right now, I'd be fishing the shoreline. I do got my fishing license. I'm gonna get back to shore and see how long it takes me to pack it all back in. It took me a little bit to get it out here. So coming back into shore, I just pulled the fins up. I gotta show you the mountains back there. It's so pretty out here. Even though I-5's on one side of me, I still have the Cascades on this side. Anyway, okay. squirrel. All right, so I'm coming into shore. I pulled the fin drive up, and I'm just gonna use my paddle to get up there. Super easy. I had other fishermen out here, and I made sure to get permission from them to hog the boat ramp. Nobody needed it today. So I'm not being inconsiderate, in case anyone's thinking how selfish I'm being hogging the boat ramp with my car and my camera. They thought it was cool that I am building the video for other people that want to know how this works with these modular kayaks. All right, turn it to the side. Scoop, draw myself closer. Turn it to the side. Remember, you always want to be parallel to the shoreline so you don't tip over your kayak. Reminds me of trying to back in my A-liner, getting it just right. Definitely a trick to it, an art to it. Let's call it an art. There is an art to it. And I'm sure it takes practice. All right, I'm getting there. All right, and if I use my hip, I notice if I use my hips, I can kind of hike myself up on the shallow water that way too. All right, here I am. Now I just step out. Step out onto the shoreline and dry her off, put her away. So I reached out to Reel Yaks and asked them what order these latches should be attached and dismantled, and they suggested you do the tops first when you put it together, flip it over, do the bottom 3 latches, and then when you're done, flip it over, undo the bottom 3 latches first, and then take apart the top latches. That way you're not stressing the latches if you do the top first, like I did in my other video. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got to show you. I'm just putting it in my car. And it was pretty easy. This was a fun trip, quick. Just a little how-to. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Happy fishing. Happy kayaking. And there you have it.